obeton ne nsem emaye no obetumi aboa ma Ghana akọ nanim na asa toaba eyi mrahye bedwafo na omonso akọ mra aboa ma Ghana etimi etumpon. The Fourth Republic, 8th Parliament ena ekọ na wieye enche kra na chese ono ekọ na wieye na bibia anso akọ akoto din na election amanfo akanse bebre ena ede afa ho hu demonstrations ahodo yesi ho niam ahodo bebre bebaye ne de nyina akọ akoda ye nra aye manyako ni nyina ne wonwa ede animu ede onsa ko share krata ase se yakọ akosan asundwe apam se beya Ghana yasundwe wiase fe ne nyina hwesua ye no besan akuremu na yabọ ho ban meden ede Kwabena Owusu Dakwah initials ni KOD metram ene awei ede ama wafa Kofi Apia na yedi dwumadie no aboa ma Ghana enso akọ nanim na ansana yebeduo yenkom otetwetwe no so no yenkonkohwe apomde ho nsam emra watwea heba ewa ha abani waso mic no
ai maso
ya so ya de nyame ase na boko de
nyame ni medini ye pa
de nyame ase pa na osi watwea ye de
hijane showa wana beba
so wana beba asisi amanfo na amanfo ni bia
amanfo na ba
definitely mamitiwe
KOD mi da se awiei na memfa enchia emu odene ema woni wahwefo ni watiefo minim say it's already you can
it's already
yeah menchia mu so already nso nyina na Facebook for so mechia mu Kessben de afidie so nti Ghana ha de obi so obi a ehwe awia we sei na program so eso na koba saa so a yebeto aba na ye dwendwen ho ye nto nkohene ni asomdwie no ni nyina chi so se adwen ya pomden ho enti enye fidi ni free asima bese numpem ya menkasa nche ese ade a eye no ye nka ho asem pi wankasa osohwe a obedi ho adanse mene o ka pomden asem se sabi mpradua sampani se enkaduane a wa matoro ma meja so no enka ye chiri nanso enne suatra anti enuane ahodo a nipadua no ye di kom no asanda ni awudro de maye enti ne amayare adoso akoma enuo so adoso sabi mpradua sa enne se wo nkanche bi na se wo paduane de na ofre wo fon so a aduane wo bo ne din kire onyame amoa wo kra wonte da enuane ahodo a aye chemicals se no aye se ye cheye se teto ye na ye di ko nipadua na aye awudro na ekunye enti ne akora 14 years na yare friend say BP mojablo so na wanya bi na wa sha ase enum BP aduro akane na nka ye say BP yesikafo yare anase wona atukwan kotena brochire yare ne essence na wo kwa brochire a enuane ahodo a wo ho no ma wo mudie no essence ani wo mo system ne enfantino no na de yare bre wo mo na mo sa so de ba Ghana ha ma wo fo di ba ene yakra begu ha ma yedi aka ne ubenya ade a ye dokodoko anoma gise bronya bre enti nka bronya yi bai no afi na abenya ade a ede adie na so ne de bia akora akosku a ne bi hye ne bag mu chemicals na akoni padua no me ne yare doso ti na yare BP adoso obi anya bi na ehe ni padua no ekoba saade a wo se ye pa bi duro kroje ye papa ne de kan yare no ne dum yare na eba fom na ye sa hwe ye na didie mu yie sabi de ye die de ye nom na ne ye home no eno na epra yen na ekoba saade a wontimi enko sabi enya edura ye friend say otwea heba powder honom yesi say ye pe krama ko ro koche nam a na se kai da bi wo honom a ye nkofa ensu nyame ye emwa wo otwea heba powder we ni edura obi a wo mojablo so pressure e wo soro pa wo benom na ba normal de ama na reposam ne say se wo ye be ma de a okọ 2-3 years pe na abeja guy name mama no Mr 2 minutes esan say eduna onu ma ye burundi na wode ko tia ne pressure no automatically edum no ja wodem e manem password grobe kofom 2 minutes pepetre pio na woda ho wie e na wo ye oba e manatin ka ti kwa chiri nti wona ni kunu hia wodem a na mempesa de bia wonte de enti wana wakra na be ma be kra na onte de esan ha omukuru ma okuru to nro ahodo no because oba na tin ka ma ye e na mo hia nna num otwa herbal powder we de abra ote ba ko sei na wo de agunzu ohiem numu ana afra na wanom no yare na ekọ na wate nka na ba be ma yare na ekọ a na o ma yore gina brane we sabi enye chana fo nuro enye chemicals eye pure herbal esan ye aduane ntikuze wo nom a wo ni di kura timi nom na ha wo nom yare no na etu ase de amon sabi obi nya ka akwanhia ko be 10 years ni genesis yade ano odene ne wo se wo ye bia waye enu a wonom wanom ne wo de sa wasa ne wo di tua wo de atua se wo kodu fie anwumre na se wana ho ama enkora amfa ne sisi achi anane park si so kwase adwuma ontumi nna sa nipa no mo twa heba powder sisi yare no se wo ye wo ba se wo ye bema na ekọ na ne ho ato no obi ye driver ni sabi ti no mo twa anwaka no wona mure mo wono ma na ye ni poso obidu fe ne wa ye se mire sisi ne ye ne ya mesraw no mo twa heba powder asa obi ye mason ni obi ye carpenter ni obi ye kuani wona fom koko abai wo se wo bobo ne koko ano sisi ne gi ne twi eno ano no ne wo se wo ye bia wa ye ne nko wona onom otwa heba powder na yare na ekọ na wo ho timi ato sisi ne kura ni pabia no se wo beko se wo bebo efrisi nti bani se ya nkoto wa ye na se bi obi ne obedu de mo hwira to honom ni se wo ko sisi ne mu ansa sisi ne bekum ye okura poma num otwa heba powder bema bia se bi onye sisi yare ko 2 years na wo di painkillers ayi na duro na onom edi nko ahodo esrasra no obenya guy name Mr 2 minutes ono obehia de ma petre pia ono awie afi osoria na China for no na ogusu na onom mesrew emwa 5 years time no say no be no ma emfa ene num otwe heba powder koko na etete wo koko ntise bi enuano ma de bia obi ye makeups because fi na ni ho ayi na ni mutum ofere de bia otwe pons no de nam mesrew no otwe heba powder koko nti wuja na moja eba na kokobo no na atwe ba na eye wo yase wa no madura eka wontimi nya onan de bia wo ye matim mesrew num otwa heba powder na se wo ye bema koko ne tra so 2 years pe wontene mu sisi moja ntimi mfa mu ye e ma o ma yokofom afi uni obehia dem waka ya verse no na timi ni obehia dem yensa enan ene ba akodo kura no ayebo achi bidin ye fre na adwa twema me obehia ye radi yesu mu bre ho obehia ofo so ye ba ku se kim no to ho no ma no hinu mtutu etimi nu aba ye fre te buba e ma ne bene mesro no otwa he ba powder we etu koko na si wia na eje wa hoden strong ko betimi ni obade ahia na ama wo ho ato na ayi wo guy name na your friend Mr 2 minutes no na e de free ho na wagina brane enti wo twa we ho sei sebi mpradua yare bi anhawo na wo ye bema wo ti gunso wo hie mu nom ache 30 minutes bo sa kwa na pinika no kri wo pe bibia ye yare ha wo de edi ka pia yare no na yi ni free ho wia wagina brane sebi mpradua na dwo ade sa wontimi na wana wabia opie no abejonso wana wabia opie no wajonso amade achi hwe ye nkwara no se wopie na okwa ka odi ubonso unu aba edi wachi na jonso de ubonso atwe oba me na de akosoro me efemi kofi na de spelling within KOFI mo say bra ojonso no kwa achire wu ba ene aba besi wu na aseke obo won kaye se bibia ye dai atochi ma oni padua no mu na se wan hwe yi aye be hye roba ansa na watimi adwonso abra eba sare so no na ma o ma yo no jani edum afi ebo hu sa wo yiri pia okwa yi abuyi okwa yi fra abuyi because aye wo ya se ne wontimi nyana hwe yi a na obi akwache ne kwan ho na wakoye de ama no num otwa heba powder yare ne ko na de wo ho de nsema ba wonam 40 years abrantie se bi mpaduasa se wo radwa ye na wa woro ho a na wo hwe de sen ho na wo wura ho na wuti ni so ye dia kani ene oba 4 years dia yepe atwe wuram aya lengelenge aya de se straw aya se cleon wan kasa kura ye be ma no wo fere mesro pe otwa heba powder tigun so hie mu no asa yare na ekọ na asa aworo na dia ba irima na hoode abam because after election no there is Christmas aha no de ni je na ekodie sabi bogas na be sa abaga na ha obo mba ska wo $100 omo na ne ba ko beberebe na wo so wo ha wo ni sika ne bi sisi ni mo ya mre umutimi no yere nkode ya boga beje no basi ye boye ho ba nya yaresa ma oba ne wo se gina na so wo sika no ba na sisi ni nti wo na wo se ntia me kama sem se me de bia me se nya me se won che me niam mienu won che me sika won che me sisi modin se sika na amakura sisi modin de won fa no me aha na ma me ye bema aha na mitimi ni se busa me Dr. Aji me bema edo ni wo twa heba powder se bi se wo pe bia to na wo kumase a bia to duro bia obenya bia to so pedro na atu dia na ko Freddie Mens e wo KO sa wo akra na ba Kessben FM ye fie honom anasa o Kashi drug lane also ebi wo honom ana betime ko Ekus pharmacy e wo Ashaman takrade fo be ko AA Mensa ho wo ho ebi e wo ho takwa e wo owa se ko ho benya bi ato sa wo tamale a mesro tie ni tamale PK Gombila okono ho a ebi e wo ho Koforidia Gapson Pharmacy ubenya bi ato se wo sunwa eye cap herba ubenya bi ato Brekum ubeko Clement Herba station ho no ma anasa Brosamiensa former champion ubenya bi e won ho no mo Domahin Kroman Sky okono ho a ebi e wo ho go asofo de ubeko Ja Herba o se meto ebra e friend say Otwea herbal powder Junior Asamoah enso ewa sanwen so wo se meto Otwea herbal powder Philomena Fosuya pacho wo dwinase wo se meto Otwea herbal powder baby a wo bia benya bia to se wo kɔ na wonya bi nto am numbers no wo screen so na wo fa numbers no na wo frame 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 and the last number is 0551 22 82 81 Sebi se wo Cape Costa ko boachi ansa makasa ka hobenya bi ato de bia me kama sem se e ma ni fie nye de e ma na ma fie ye de na so ba yare a wontumi nka na hye ne ho sebi okoye family planning ene wo ye ne menses no e ma obi de ko 2 years ni e ma obi de ba 2 days etwa obi de ba ani tum obi de ba na ya se hwe no mesra wo ba auto aduro na enkofa nso hye nom freme metro de obeye no na obenom se oba ni mankoye wa hemfie ho enka bi wo ho enso bi gu onu otwea no ekọ ba oba mfa nso ohie nom wo foro metro de obeye no wo to ase twon aya wo yesi wonya siateka wo foro metro de obeye no enkyere me no si no de bia me se me e ma na tu me din Dr. Aji hwe oba wo 7 gate wo na oba ni hia dem wo se wo bie ma no bie first gate second third fourth last one na 7 no no oba na tiem Haji wo si minyae wo se to so akoni ye wo time ya 2 minutes a oba ntimi ka Aji da to the offers of temperature me time na 2 minutes momwa me na menya 20 minutes menya 30 minutes numbers on screen so wo de offer me pe meto mbo ase na ma kire wo me last ne say me na ko point de me to no obi wu no 90 years na na yere ya miensa keto no 25 years so ya brand na ga ya ba ko papa bi ka ho na mo sisi munya dene emu o mra na rekonkon ni be mo ka ne yonku be ma wasem ke what was it was it ke ori di open mouth no kompe de ke o be de ka tina mi mo sisi munya dene
all right
na pe ma ni bi
that's right
na Ghana say say che ma no obi e munya 5 na fa wan pa be ndey
they are be ndey
be ndey Dr. Aji yeah o chia ba powder to bi nom abusuya nchem fa stable no so na aropa
obia
de gusu sim no one man na tea coffee dem pen sugar and milk asa na so de guku bensu mu dia oba no obetiem Aji
Dr. Aji thank you very much Ochia herbal powder and otin kase ye de abro na drupa e wo dwaso eno no ntie ye be share ye nkomo twetwe na se election avenue so medical kase aka na fua mako nwotwe na ye de aye election no ahyehyɛ so say hwan na win election no why wadwen say wote Ghana ha na wo nkonkoto aba me ka kyerɛw sɛ ene bra na anase edu aye 7th of December 2024 ko na koto aba presidential candidates no me mako du mienu na nkom ye du miensa nanso baako etwa ne nya ahwedan aka mako du mienu de open no ofa ballot paper na ya list your saa du mienu from a soro ekosi form ti de open no na box no mu na hoye empty no wo de kokromoti wo de abo inki mu na wo de tim ho wo wi a paper ntomago be wo ho wa paper na kama wa fold na de akwa to box no mu asembia eni ebebia na yebekwa akodi nkomo na yahwe mewo engineer Peter Entwibuasiakon Deputy Director General Commission for TVET oha na yakwa akodi nkomo ade afa the New Patriotic Party ni yahwe education in terms of TVET na wia yasen rem ewo MPP no ankasa mu engineer good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Na boko de
Yeah, who you met us?
de nyame ase
I want to say.
nyame adom yanso ho ye
Kessben.
Aye.
Majimudin.
Definitely, yes. You didn't do a Koswaji.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
My Ghana economy.
Yeah.
Right. Mamisha say from TVET. Now you're hoka kransani abeti esim. Can it TVET? Any net TVET? Essence suni yabem. Kane na the etienne say before 2017. Na ni padodo wo TVET na no mundi be 20,000 kra. Benei hundreds of thousands. Na omu akwako room de nsronkoye enam de awura TVET ni mu a emma yenya anase yebenya ho mfaso o man mu ha
Yo apanyemi da se bebre na any say TVET no ebim krase anything technical and vocational education and training.
Okay.
Kwan a ye faso is titi enipa na ade na wo chira no odi gu ni trim na asan de nsa no ye.
Okay. Ti o suagu ni trim no
na asan
de nsa enso eye
and only technical and vocational education.
Okay.
Na no na aban eye Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oni Dr. Bawumia o maban e ba ye no. Before 2017 na ye were about 9 ministries. And running some form of TVET. 9. I call a bit to say Ministry for Employment. That's what the NVTI. NVTI na running TVET programs.
Okay.
But not under the Ministry of Education.
Okay.
Oko social welfare. Na omu training center. Community development. Oko aviation. Omu training center. Ministry of Transport. I mean, so many ministries.
About 9 of them.
Oh, yes. Na about we who say obia na adienko and oba under the Ministry of Education so na ye wo Ghana Education Service and na omo manage the grammar education and technical and vocational education at the same time. But the fact is technical vocational education the outcome of the training a different from obi training say walk through grammar education.
Okay.
Because technical education nipa no o kire no nyese o kire so ongu ni ntrim nko a etwa se unya workshop workshop no you need a requisite equipment in the workshop na afi wonya consumables materials are the practicals nti nipa no obetwa na wase no na wase twa na wase no obeya kopim so obehu ye and nso pa ho a etwa se unya technical people nipa o masua de na inse so bekwa koye adwuma o industry no na or classroom or chira o ma de so it makes it so expensive. So the outcome of technical education is different. Into aban bia ba osom kakra na wajai oso eye aban we nko. In fact, for the past 8 years, it's only this government and I invested more than 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Wow.
To prop up technical and vocational education in the
More
country.
than 10 billion.
More than 10 billion. Yes.
What do you see with it? And then tina mo when you bring on musa, one person will invest so much in that.
You see, every I tremo na Ghana, the man is obia by school so me ba no or school way or university or admitting or ha. But again na oba no eye. O sua dia obenya nsan adwuma Ghana ha mpo so obia mfa na adwuma ono ankasa betimi create adwuma man ho ana. And that is the essence of technical and vocational education. It gives you the opportunity to create job for yourself. And now say obi nso be buy into your knowledge. Skills now one no obiato. So you can learn in Ghana and then be employed abroad.
Okay.
Na yetwa kakra if you abrochi e wo Ghana. And until it gives you that opportunity. At the same time, it creates opportunity for others because who create a job, you're also going to employ somebody. But obia obeko normal, traditional theory education, there or no kusua only skills. And until on mind bia obeko subiano, they invest more in technical and vocational education. Example, uko Germany, Gentia uko Europa, the lowest unemployment rate the youth unemployment the lowest in Europe is because akorabia obenyi na oboko school no more than 51% of every school going child in Germany go through TVET.
Wow.
And I know about a month ago na me wo China na me name penifo try say you didn't come and omo history say about 25 years ago omo education system na it is Ghana there na they concentrated more on theory and omo dadwon so we need to learn from others. They took people to Germany and omo ko sua hono mo niema no and I feel oman kasa di become home. And for the past 20 years China me no kasa says they are leading in technology. Wow. Now almost say over 8,000 technical schools no more. Every year they are churning out more than 4.2 million Ghanaians. Chinese are almost every school equabonting.
See, Osha screen is engineer and Jina Hono, and you show the call China and Okoye and Bino and Ohono.
Yes, we're a World Young Scientist Forum. Okay. And I'm inviting to make us our okay. Now, Osha and Kora Omukushu Hona, almost the statistics in China, more than 71% of Obia Oye school, our China, no, echo through TVET.
More than 71%.
More than 71%. So you cannot develop as a country if you neglect an investment in technical and vocational education. Because radio, me no TS is here. Table here tissues is here. I a TVET person eh. Atare chewe TVET person. Microphone is here in TVET. Will be all connected signal no. I'm an technical person. Will spectacle TVET. Will watch lighting, AC, the flooring, the ceiling, everything. Omo generate electricity, or generate or far end. No, boosting up, no transmitting, no receive, no distribute. Omo pumping so, or pumping so, no treating so, no supplying so through pipe to the far end. These are all done by technical people. And when you neglect that area, me investor, then you do not want to see the development of your country. And no, and I buy way by no Messano. Obviously, Ghana educational system. Into some of the transformative policies are bound with by and say, Ghana Education Service. I know more share technical and vocational education, so any theories, no. Or say, maybe technical and vocational education, no, a free GSSC. Now, Yama new agency, I'm managing. Now, GS, I'm managing only grammar education. Okay. And into Parliament I passed a new law. I friend say Pre-Tertiary Act, Pre-Tertiary Education Act, no, Act 1049, and now establish Ghana Education Service. Say only theory education. So now Ghana Technical and Vocational Education Service, a TVET service, almost so technical and vocational education. So a TVET. And I'm saying, sir, TVET education, no. Me no kasa sisi aban no esan de beka free SHS no ho anu anam ne bo edin no ne bo edin pa o
TVET no
wo ba eco school yes opeso okosua me fan say opeso be engineer opeso be no obeto cables obeto tester obeto enima choto to nyina na wasa to materials odi be practicals enu empa ho no what sign here technical person very expensive and so aban fani nyina hoka
enti me nyina ho asa very expensive na ya kan se na ya kan trasa enti ka individual e ka se ko go through no no atua ko betua be yesen ansa na wetime wi so quantifier according to hwe education so area sin nyina no so obet answer na betime train a technical person back no it can train 5 theory students. Wow. To one technical trainee, a trainee,
no. That can train five of one theory education, no.
Wow.
And you can imagine how expensive it is. And then my young video is in a new workshop at my way. I set it up in this country.
Machines
these are new equipment at Banwe. This government has built 23 state-of-the-art workshops new modern it is our stadium pitch no so ne kese no so ne form nyina and na ye di mfidie pa omo simulation labs enkura ne be ko computers wo nti obeye bibia wo lab no so ansa na waba practical room sa equipment we nyina ye di nyina bekum okọ KTI haya ba kusi ho okọ adakwajache aye technical university campus no ho no ya si ba hen sa dance ye bi and ye si no all across the country 23
of the machines
nti say car aye aye hu yi aye car aye electronic cars no bibia e wo hu bia ye de hu bibia be si wo say akora no ye generate fault say fault no and ye generate no find the fault nti no a be kire no wa sua bibia wo mu bia
debut I say my daisy kakra we nyina wo Ghana all these things are
and
in Ghana.
These have been put in place in the last 7 years under this government.
Wow.
Just say Oko Germany and Fidie Ohon and no be pepe. Sada is the same thing as KTI.
Okay.
And they did in Fidie gum. A strong formula, Nina, almost sa nema we see prepare way Sunyane building, Bakwa Banson, Cape Coast, Okotema Technical Institute, but Bia across the country.
You mean to tell me, say all the 23 institutions, Bia will
and all the schools na under NVTI and the Kekahona, ye did share Ministry of Education, so all workshop nyina ye mfidie ni nyina agu ni nyina afiri and yet new ones abi go.
Why? Say mfidie den kababo.
Oh, say everyone na ya cake.
Okay, outmoded
into who here say go. So we needed to upgrade the workshops, the modern ones. Omo betimi de sua ade no na otimi ehu. Enti abdia abanwe aye wo Ghana in terms of me no kata sisi e oko ni aye wo Ghana na Kenya na trust om do mo bebo en ama omo duru ye level no enti educational system there in fact me Canada bia say one of the appointments are abanwe aye the best abana ya there were appointing bebre but one of the best appointments the appointment of the current Minister for Education.
Dr.
The man is versatile. The man is so knowledgeable. And nema all year with Minister of Education. So nyame maya kwenya na se NPP start wasu the next 4 years. Our Ghana, no one that said me know ekasa se see Ghana ye dey to say ye be start ya be friend say educational toll. African countries ni nyina obia ba Ghana no be hwe say ye see educational system. Reported now last month about Montenegro say Africa hanyina educational eye papa omo policy ideas eye papa no Ghana yetosumi no Tunisia ne dinkan.
Wow.
So you can see the improvement in Ghana educational system today. Last 2023 eye West Africa Examination Council for omo exams na nkura omo ya de pa no idom nyina gu ho mien say dinkan ni nyina fi Ghana. So you can see, say, Dr. Maumia Ekasano, or Kasembi, or say, I didn't think to me. What is the essence of seeking the mandate of the people? You seek the mandate of the people to provide for them things that they themselves cannot provide for themselves. Okay. So, and Obama also can the same thing. Also, the essence of leadership is to look out for the difficulties the people are facing and then provide solutions. And until all the time we are providing solutions. And no, and now what did Jack now the to this for one? You must have said then okay. And me, I am so happy. Say I cut 2 weeks. And no 2 weeks,
just 8 days.
About 8 days.
Yes.
Here this year's election, it is so calm. Because a big currency that.
Yes.
Because it's about policy. This time, anyone who is going to vote in this election has a reason to vote. A reason to go to the booth to vote.
Okay.
And that is what we need in this country. I must say, you do it, Obiatem, Timian, why, but you don't want to do, you don't want them. I think that we're moving forward. And I think it's a plus to this country, and it's a plus to Dr. Baumia, Ghana politics.
All right. May I retrieve it? Say 7 years down the line, somebody will say, what do you have to show?
You see, say, and also Udin can say 2017, almost every basic education, almost technical education, no. Now, was about 20,000. So, see, I'm not going to say 2023 academic year, more than 60,000. And almost technical because abandoned the secure room. A few way, ocean nipa almost every office and almost apply. First, no, no, be say, why we are there and now technical. Yes. And then you say it has become a hot cake in the country. Everyone wants their child to go to technical school because the same thing that we're gonna have. So what is the need for you saying that are there yet theory? Now what better than my example be now no me free tamaleba and many young lady be trying in China many didn't come and so what are you doing? So I'm a student. I'm so what are you studying? And also me linguistics. I'm so okay. How many are you in the class? So we are about 600. So wow, level 200, 600. I started calculating in my head 200. Level 100, level 200. And look at the number. And this is one program. I think dondology, or sociology. All these people are going to come out without any skill. And to me, I have proposed that we, the regulators, have to put caps on certain programs so that we can push more to do skill program. And until the more we get people to do skill program, and no any more money, because they don't depend on you to give them job. Okay. They will create the job by themselves. Me no teachers say, although I still get emails, companies seeking to get me moved from that's where you because you're a technical person, just like a footballer, you're a professional person. They all want to get you, sell you almost per skill, no? Because the amount of percentage, and that is the essence of having the skills. So, and then about with this shame, ama what the emirato home, what you're passing new law. See, before near CODVET, the Council for Technical and Vocational Education, and I were NAPTEX in charge of managing HND, Higher National Diploma, and I buy at the Parliament. And you're passing new law, Education Regulatory Bodies Act 1023. And I established the Commission for TVET. Commission for TVET, and the regulator for all skill training in the country, from pre-tertiary to tertiary. Okay. All the technical universities, all the pre-institutions, technical institutions in the country. No one has the mandate to issue certificate to anybody unless it is issued by the commission. Okay. The reason is we want to standardize things. Sabaya a certificate Ghana who could do Africa, it is highly recognized because it is the standard is the same as what is there in abroad. Wow. And these are the standard that are with the best educational system in Ghana. And Ghana through technical education, skills are. This is the best place for you to go. Now, all the technical institutions in the country have been upgraded. They have been, retooled.
Retooled. Okay.
New equipment are buying inside university. Sikawum, say, as trainees, now ukuta skills are set up your own job.
So in this case, meaning in the next few years, we are going to see people who will be manufacturing, creating, and putting a lot of things for Ghana.
For Ghana, and we're going to even export them because people are going to be trained, and the skills demand out there is so high. Okay. When me call Germany, when said they want to train Ghanaians to come and work in Germany.
Train Ghanaians here.
Train Ghanaians here to come and work in Germany.
Why Ghana?
Because the only difficulty I want to say the language barrier, because they need to learn the language.
The German language.
Almost in technical educational system, it is similar to what they do in Germany. Okay. And for that matter, they want to train Ghanaians. Germany, and we are still working out things as we enter. Now, me call China. One of the deals are me modern strike and say some of the schools here in Ghana studying for 3 years or 4 years in our tertiary institutions, who study 2 years, Hong Kong, so China, no another 2 years. Na enema omu wo e wo omu school no. Ghana hana me cohort twice. Me cohort first. My impression about Chinese changed. And when I went there the second time, I me call almost school. And I'm saying, hey, and no one that's me challenging the Western world because they have really developed. And for that matter, if there's an opportunity for anyone to go and study there, irrespective of the language, go and learn. Because so could we engineer. Na so share nema omode chisha omone na. Master Obaba not anyway. So these are the opportunities we are creating for Ghanaians.
The TVET schools, are they running the same courses and answer differences room? A BA way na a bill call up other course or bit to other schools and that's only running.
In fact, Oko technical universities now. Almost running different programs, although some of them are the same. Electrical engineering could be the same, but the technical universities, some a bit more almost niche areas. Oko, but they are into agric. Oba Kumasia, they are into engineering. So they all have their niche areas, but they run other similar programs. And now Oba pre-tertiary now, pre-tertiary, some of the institutions, are running the same program, but you need to have the facilities to run the program you want to run. And until every program is accredited by the commission. You cannot run a program because you exist as a technical institution. No, the commission will send their technical people there, assess the equipment and the workshop you have there. Then we will accredit you. Say yes, you have what it takes to run the program. Now, if you have accreditation, the fact that accreditation to exist as a technical institution does not mean that you can run any program. No, you need accreditation to run the particular program. So the standard will be the same everywhere.
Wow. Say yaka a technical education, kakra, vocational education, kakra. Now, if you don't win power, it's possible that Bramo bring I'm saying it is possible because Agbaibia on a vision or deba. The more yin someone we need power. What happens to it? What will you tell Ghanaians? They na bekache Ghana for. Now the works you've started, no. Ometimi say piam ometimi akomane.
In fact, as my obu say now you be launch the commission for TVET. Ewo adakwaja na omo workshop. Yes, a day and penny for from no more share near a show no TV so na almost share. Obi ba me say, hey, nti my son name we nyame amwa na musa lose power there. Nti son name we nyina e be ko waste because omo ba so no they have no clue, they have no idea. And until I who be here, it is incumbent on Ghanaians. Me, I have said it severally, say it will be one of the biggest mistakes Ghana you be making if we happen to vote for NDC. It will be one of the, because look, John Mahama has been in opposition for 8 years. Now, when him, no president or by year president or maybe so, and didn't call Krubi so, a man no president or as a shadow president. Our question is, a year president. When we vote for you, you learn on the job. The only opportunity one gets to learn how to govern a nation is when you are the vice president. We had a vice president, John Mahama. He was a vice president. He became president. And or vice president, when to me and come up with any policy idea, he became president. No policy idea. What now opposition for 8 years? When you are in opposition, people will come to you with ideas. Now one can't okay, when say no idea for 8 years, and yet he wants to be president again. Why should you even think of voting for such a person again?
You should come back and then rule the country again.
Upon you here, Yamine boy say at the range me two. Iriasi Ghana koshe mubi aye COVID. Na eto ye na NPP aye na nado dan kwakufu adwapan e na woso. Enka John Mahama na woso e na NDC na wa amamumu a Ghana and Kam said, Kebeton Yema needed.
How do you justify this?
I justify this because when President Kufuor left power, I did say on my air so a GDP. So GDP growth. President Kufuor ever saw a minimum 2001. No? GDP was growing at 3.3%. Or mass one, all free power. No? Now it was growing at 9.4%. And Atamas by a president. 2011, 10 on your oil. 2011, na yen GDP it could grow 14%. And na papa no efri mo koye. John Mahama beso mu. Adia na enam 14% no. Time na John Mahama efri power. The GDP growth was 3.4.
Back to
2001.
factory setting.
Factory setting. Back to that is proper factory setting. And then they also a factory setting. That's why it's going to take us to. And Osha, President Akufo-Addo beso mu from 3.4 now Ojai in 2016. No? By the end of 2019, the GDP growth was 7%. Everything was moving in a positive direction. And na COVID beso mu. COVID beso mu. Apani on my way, mom say kotobeton and emu ade pa. Bibia ye tin Ghana ha bia more than 70% imported. No one is importing anything in the country because no plane is coming. No one is going out. Your borders are close. Every economic activity became standstill. And I'm saying by the end of 2020, no, the GDP growth came down to 0.5. Just imagine. Nothing was happening. And Nana Akufo-Addo said, look, let me tell you something. NPP there, idea back on enemy. And they say, Obiewu, na me am your president, my friend, minister of education, energy, we cannot do it. But what we are best in doing, and they say, economy at Japansam, a combiera so say, Cassie, sorry, a peja economy, you bet to me. Then I go for the cancer, some way, if you are saying, Obiati, and para economy, and Abedru 0.5. No, me no kasa say the GDP growth is more than 4.7. Economy is moving. The indications are showing positive, and that shows that NPP can. And I keep saying that if anybody thinks any other political party can do it, I do not see any other political party in this country that can do it better than what NPP can do. No other political party. NDC cannot have no clue because there were ideas. I mean, I think let me talk a bit about how we have managed to keep energy supply in this country.
And yet, let me go on because I'm not for issues. Issues because a cow, a balancing is a foreign and chronometer and our energy sector will come crumbling down.
Yes, because sometimes they have to make news. And I'm telling you, they need to give praises to this government. Why don't they talk about the improvement are changing the face of power supply, our energy supply in the country? Mamika Semisho, Ghana, we had so many problems on our energy sector.
Your problem,
no problem, pa. And son NPP bosom.
No problem.
There were big problems.
What were the problem? Because according to the former president, Dumsono also, and to say heaven.
Your mama is no. Your mama is ignorant in everything. And
ignorant,
I think he's absolutely ignorant in everything.
Ignorant.
Those who give him information, I think they don't help him.
Okay.
Or no, or tell some no fact, no them. If I were him, I would not even talk about energy. The problem he has caused Ghana on the energy sector, he shouldn't talk about. Here, Ghana, we shouldn't have gone into doom so. We should never have gone into doom so. When between 2009 and this for Besomu, I copy in 2013, and NDC did not add a single power plant in the country. And now, say, manage energy, you project ahead. You know the demand for this year. You look at multinational companies are almost setting up. You look at the application for power. Now, they are projected for the demand for the following year. Now, you deploy a power plant. Say, we're going to need this amount of power. Can you deploy this power? No, plant, no generating my. And DC did not add anything. Between 2009, between 2020, 2012, now, energy demand, peak energy demand, now less than 2,900. Yet we were generating more than 2,300.
We were generating.
Now we were generating more than 2,300. So that is where the problem is. The problem was power, fuel, power plant. No. Now NDC was not able to supply as a power plant. Gas from Nigeria, West Africa pipeline President for the buy. At that time, 2012, they were getting less than 45% supply from Nigeria.
Okay.
Akosombo was running on 3 turbines, instead of 6 turbines. And instead of about 1,000 megawatts, Akosombo was generating less than 600 megawatts. Abuazi power plant was 40% was shut down. Oko Takrade, they were all shut down because Sikaya better equipment, they are maintaining plant, they couldn't provide them. So it wasn't about generational problem. It was about the management, the financial management. They didn't have money. Let me tell you, 2013, Anna Avaku and also said they're going to operate 4 heaters. And so metals. So they need more power. It automatically power demand na control. And because you find new plant in place in immediately they started. Over here 2013, they go deep into doing so because now you need any backup. 2010, and the Bui Power, President Kofo, your commission here. And also agree first phase by 2010 and also between 2009 and 2013, and this did not add anything. I mentioned the IAS here. So about energy sector. Ade bakwa and this is 4 years say 2013 you need power. Our generational capacity is low because in Timi generating enough. And I'm car power buy. Car power was to generate about 500 megawatts. And after 2014, I say a coffin kakra. And almost who say existing ones almost to supply. So car power alone was suffering. 2015, and almost a Mary power plant a buy. And a Mary power. In 2016, and lose power. And I've said it if NDC had won 2016, exactly 6 months after, and Quebec deep into doing so again, because the same problem the same problem was going to be meted to car power and Ameri.
About you need generation problem. Why did they come with car power and Ameri? Because now the whole bit generating.
And I say at the end of 2013, now demand for power it has grown past our generation capacity because between 2009 and 2013, Oma added anything apart from Bui power and then as agree phase 1 back at home. And this is not add because they needed to project ahead. And through 2013, Vaku and so increasing the power demand, and already the demand has gone more than our power generational capacity. And Amkofa Amari buy. Those were mobile plants. Set all quarter to Fidena, they was setting up plant, and this do not add anything. Now, about way by and also there be, and this is for cause a problem. And I'm saying almost now why my call so deep into doom so. You know what they did? When a businessman, I said you look for opportunity, and on by I say, oh, we can generate power for you. We buy no assigning PPA. We buy no assigning PPA. More than 10 power purchasing agreement, and then this was an. And what it means is that when government signs PPA, it gives you the independent power generator. Say, what is all the number common on it? Now, what financial institution was say, when contract with Ghana government say, member general system, this is the contract. Mumma Bosia, na omunyina de kwaji Bosia e buy. When you buy the equipment and you bring it to Ghana, that's when you install it is added to our national generational capacity. Government of Ghana needs to pay interest on the money. And about 10 PPA when we came into power, some of them we needed to abrogate it. They cancel some of the contract. Some of them also they cancel. say you deploy almost generate, we're going to generate excess. So we need to defer the deployment of those plants to somewhere 2030. This year, I mean, say NDC, almost signing contract bibria power plant. Ghana government is not deploying them, and yet we are paying interest on them, because if we deploy them today, we are going to generate excess. Now look at what happened. And them say Ghana abai actual say busana makobo ebetwa mo hoka say use plant no. Every year Ghana government has to pay $6 million on excess capacity charge. Excess capacity no or excess and so you have to pay for that. And until IMF and another can say sa contract na NDC for signing and na kofa a country day and able to Ghana so. You see the problem NDC caused. So they couldn't manage our power. They couldn't even project ahead to know what sort of plan any here. Na sa nkrofo we yen san for to me ema won. And no some power no. Another major problem when I want to say Ghana, since you wo Ghana man be transi. You started Akosombo, all the other plants be can hono. Yen operational voltage near transmitted to long distance no was 161 kV. 161 kV no. In technical terms, no, we normally use that level of voltage for a short distance. But I'm saying now Ghana, your population, and also at that time, we use that voltage to transmit power from Akosomwa, Accra, Suhum, Ebaya, Kumasi, into a bedroom Kumasi. Now, voltage drop, abum, because whenever you transmit on a low voltage level like that, you need a bigger cross-sectional area of conductor. Not what they are transmitted, because voltage no form. And when it is also transmitting voltage to a long distance, you transmit on a high voltage, above 300. You need a smaller size of cross-sectional area of conductor. The bigger the conductor, the more the drop. And my way by we have a problem. So over here, anytime there is a problem, a challenge with our power generation, almost suffer the most in the Ashanti region. Because Kumasi, on record, is one of the fastest growing cities in the whole of West Africa. So if you are a leader and you're managing energy, these are the people you look at, because almost power demand I was slow all the time. We need to project. And in Ghana, all our power generation system, was southern part of Ghana, Tema, Enclave, Akosombo, Takrade. So we generate from down there. Now more drop. And with that, President Kufuor can say, we need to support the middle belt and obey Bui. And the Bui is supporting the voltage drop in the middle part. 2021, we had a problem. There was a drought. Bui, instead of generating 400 megawatts, was generating less than 50 megawatts. So there was a massive drop in the power supply. And no, and over here, Minister Bekan said, "Doom CC, so what we needed to then quickly decide." And Abani decided, they said, we need to upgrade our operational voltage level. And they move from 161 to 330 kV. 330 kV across the country. And you know what we did? You upgraded a high transmission line of voltage. You increase it. When you increase it like that, then Eban said, you have a stable power supply. A stable power supply, because voltage drop low. And that's why I did. And then I said, the whole West Africa, said West Africa power pool. Nigeria generated 330 kV. And I almost transmitted through Togo, Ebefa Dawa, na Abidru Tema, Enclave, na Kota Krade, na Befa Angomaso, na Ko Kintampo, na Ko North, na join it to Burkina. And na Oko the South Takrade area, Prisia, they join it to Cote d'Ivoire. And between Cote d'Ivoire and Burkina, almost one network. So there's a ring. The voltage across Ghana is supplied on 330 kV. Our power supply in the country has become so stable. And this is how we manage power. And DC doesn't have a clue
of managing.
They don't have a clue of managing energy situation in the country. So, and is
it true that Ghana can go into doom so again?
how is it going to go into them? So the only time it can go, yes,
because
you
of
see,
monetary issue. Because I see at the car and you see a good trail and trail way almost train. Nancy at Tessa Sogli, I shut it down. Be about Bontense, about Yomoka, when Tiomoka, all those things will come.
you see, when you manage power, me, I can say, every country should manage to generate power for itself. Country and Ankasa so generate power for itself because power is security. When you depend more on independent power generators, they can connive and control you, especially in the election time. So over here, NDC wanted to use them during this election, and they managed to use Asogri.
How?
One said, Asogri, every 3 months, you send your bill. Now,
Yeah.
and now the travel step top on things say, for the past more than 1 year, the government has not paid them.
Yes.
They must say, how come? It's like the government was paying you every 3 months, and only the election year, you decided not to send your bill, and you accumulated a huge amount, and then demanded the amount payment.
Meaning it was artificially created.
It was artificially created. They wanted to cause a trouble for the country so that we go into doom so during the election period and are buying manage the situation up to now. Now we are okay. And it is possible if the government is not able to pay, the independent power producers, they are making their money. You have to pay them for them to generate. And I know how much it costs to generate 1 megawatt because you need to burn the fuel, as you burn the fuel, you are heating the water. As you heat the water, you are generating the steam. You channel the steam through a pipe and use, binary theory to force a turbine to turn. And as it turns, you generate electricity and you step it up and then transmit it.
Right.
So if you're not able to pay for the fuel, you're not going to be able to generate. So if you depend more on independent power generators, a time will come, they will connive and control you. I don't think my advice to any government, and they say, every government should make it a policy that within their term, the term of 10 years, they should at least add or decide to put in place 2,000 megawatts. And I was happy with Dr. Bamia when he says that if we give him the mandate, he's going to use solar to generate 2,000 megawatts in addition to our national grid. But so do we know we can use it as a bargaining power.
Okay.
Not yet the BT cost because we are generating our own. If you are generating as a private entity and you don't sell it at the price, then take it away.
Okay.
So we need to generate enough by ourselves in the country and have enough energy security. Control, because if they decide that we are all shutting down because we think you're not paying us, then whichever government is in place, you're in trouble.
Of course. I'll come back to you. Now, my first message is maybe about the economy. Right. Good afternoon, KU. The people have started begging President Nana Addo. Nana Addo and Vice President Bawumia are the best ever governments in the history of Ghana. I salute them. Ghanaians, Ashanti region, we must vote massively for them. Okay, we are bright or takwa and or do we are praying and enumerate. Hi, KOD, NDC, never again. Come see Sami Kumewu Etia. All right, and also Eddie, and no. We say, why is the NDC always lying to Ghanaians? They always act like angels of light, but they are full of darkness. Do they think Ghanaians have short memories? Mr. Yao Jemfi Awo Kumase and Oduwe Abraham and Enyumri. Bonsoir, lawyer upon Kojo Grand Bassam, Cote d'Ivoire. MPP is the best choice to lead the country. Okay. Also a message about to me at the affair 0551 599 933. 0551 599 933. Yansabeka na yakenkan ebi amount. We say, Mr. Kiodi, message you are. Thanks again that the MPP man talk true. I'll vote for the MPP. Please, Ghanaians, okay, or your campaign. Thank about Ghana, thank from Tobe, chairman, Impuntu Ashanti Agona Owusu, okay, Owusu, okay, and also Edia or the Abraham. To me the message about 055 159993. Now let's come to the economy.
Mami, let me add this one before you even come to the economy. On say one man would this for no, especially almost serial callers and your mama himself. Sometimes they make arguments. Oh, NPP, you have not added a single megawatt. So what is the argument? And that is where it shows their ignorance, because you've created a problem. You've signed so many PPAs. Some of them, we cannot deploy them. We have to defer the deployment of them to about 2030. Because what's any baby? New question can sign. That means I'm going signing for Namfameka say. So the power management, they don't understand it. And indeed, so here, the policy of this government was say we are moving away from thermal. Say yeah, burning so yeah, fuel. No, we're moving away into renewable. Me no to say it is in our manifesto. We've added more than 140 megawatts of energy to our national grid through the use of solar.
Okay,
and that is what we're moving to. And the almost anymore, you've created such a mess. Afibia, we have to pay $6 million debt on money that you use to buy the equipment on the PPAs.
Okay.
No, Ghana, just multiply 6 million by 15 as even $1 to CD. Now, multiply it. Now, if you car buying way, it just see it to baby a omko can free ya omko to infidi say omode generate electricity in the country. Causes a mess way for this government and for the country to pay. So if they don't have the idea, if they're so ignorant and they don't know what to say, they should shut up. They should keep quiet. Because you create a problem and you're telling me you have not added anything. How do I add anything if you've called that such a problem of how manage you defer some of them to start to come on board in the later days.
Okay. You have economy now, so can you say we are good managers of the economy and why?
Question ready. I'm say Ghana for credit. Of course, yes. Because so share near Ghana, Bidi can say ye firm Ghana's economy was in 30s. Now at in terms of near COVID at the buy. COVID, are there a year we are no? No, you know, here. UK inflation, if it grows by 0.5, it's a huge problem. Because if you look at the size of the economy, almost power demand, let me just bring it down to the level that everybody can understand. Ghana, your maximum or your peak power demand is about 5,000. UK, power demand is about 50,000 megawatts. So if you just quantify it, not say we more size of the economy, city. So if inflation grows by 0.5, it's a huge problem. Time COVID by the inflation rate in UK was 0.5. By the end of 2022, the inflationary rate in UK was more than 7%. So you can look. It got to a point. So there was chef. I will shop more. Say a more you cannot buy 2 bags. Oil, you cannot buy 2 containers. It just said one. Now because nothing was there. So because of that, inflation was going up. And no been see Ghana now. Answer. Time one, they closing all borders. Nothing was coming in, nothing was going out. About Sano, market. And never a good market, no. You didn't know money sign. And that there was storeroom, no. So it got to a point. Time I lifted, lockdown. No, I can now businessmen can go out. No, everyone needed to convert their currency, the local currency, into dollars to be able to go out. To be here, once a dollar, no, not electricity, because everybody was looking for dollar to go out there to buy the stuff.
Okay.
And the Abasano, Ghana. Okofa near man buy and I'm say a big market in Intino. Almost my economics, no. When a lot of people are chasing fewer items on the market, that is what causes the inflation. Because at the end of COVID, say entry, Obin Fabima, Obin Fabinco. ye di ne wa bontene nyina o ko fa bi afra bontene ba o de beto ha na am say demand no so o bi abefa o de beto ha no bi abefa. It got to a point a bottle of oil moved from 500 cities to 1,002. Okay, that one, Holland, trade. You see, and this happened in the country, and it wasn't the doing of the government. It wasn't the doing of the vice president. It wasn't the doing of anybody. It was a natural thing. But Pia is here, and I buy as me born humoting or mokofaba. Now inflation, cost near manage. Inflation in the country even went up to 54%. Yeah. Some say it comes down to about 18%. And MPP, when we say we'll do it, we'll do it. Time our President Kufo Besomo, inflation was about 47%. Within 3 years, they're about down to 18%. So MPP, when we say we'll do it, we'll do it.
Okay.
And Nunti, me, in terms of economy, in terms of everything, in terms of everything, MPP can perform far better than NDC. I mean, just listen to them. The dictation, everyone in the country has benefited. I mean, you can sit in your comfort home, now at your phone. Oh, mammy, I'm a man, or tea a grassy, or fro, because he minister. Oh, and they call Abonte what may send you, no sending 300 cities. No, you don't need to get up from your home, go to other network provider, or no, Saukuta Antiena, Ubetimi, Ako. Vodafone ho amana send it. You can do it on your phone. Everyone is benefiting. Yeah, the free such as about. Everyone in the country is benefiting, and that is the. You see, oh yeah, I buy now. Okay, school dying a car, and any goddamn government can do it.
Okay.
Any government can do it. I mean, Master, your Mosika could see hospital. I won't even say. School that won't mean say. But I dear anyhow. Now what dream some a dear we made the paper never bore me mind for. And no any case we are mumu now oh yeah dear. Bring something that doesn't exist that will benefit everyone in the country. And that makes you governance. Now who governance there's no need for you. Your mama has not demonstrated say he's got any new idea that he's coming up with. So if we give him the mandate again, and then I obey. Question just a gun of Fubusa no. I mean, I am just say, they haven't pinned him down. Say, Massa, why yet former president though? Look, if I happen to be a vice president, Nasa decision-making room, I sit there. Even if I provide advice, Nasa president, I'm far. I have the opportunity one day when I become president. I will change things, and that is what Bawumia is saying. Say, never be or advise you. Me fan say, Uncle, that makes you a leader. Your mama has been vice president. You have been president of this country, my brother. Policy ideas should be at his fingertips because you know everything, all the loopholes in governance. So policy ideas should anchor or that kind of coordinate. And so the guy is so bereft with ideas. Say. Woman 100 years, won't mean about grandfather.
Or the 24-hour economy.
24-hour economy. You see, I'm saying, and I know we say, I'm some calling a student because I say, oh, economy because I'm running 24 hours a day. Or also tea, Medasia, no man crash. The mama, or the Namufian Samame, and on them. 24-hour economy on Tiasia. He was making.
Not an idea, but on Tiasia.
Oh. What did you crop for? If you must obey a Sibo, if you must say, obey and then GNA.
I saw no barbecue.
What she was saying,
I was saying 833 or something like that.
833 saying you cannot
8 hours with 3 people.
Obia will be in a shop. You cannot force the person to run 3 shifts. Normally, you see, I have worked at soft drink, any beer manufacturing company. Now, my Ghana Brewers Spain. Most often, production companies are incentivized to use power during the off-peak. Because on the on-peak period, daytime, obia konadwuma aso computer, waso we. And unti obia ponu kufia anadwo no power na ye generate no obi enjusu anu nti omo production okọ Coca-Cola production company omo yom production ajo omo ye beer omo yom production ajo na aban no aka say we want you to operate in the night so that during the off peak na ye generate power no obi use na yama omo different tariff. Those tariffs are not given to individuals. It is given to people who are using bulk power.
Okay.
And until say John Mahama Kajam say, or be 24 hour, and until Obia be signing up to who be what you man running 24-hour shifter, you're going to give you incentives. No way. You cannot give incentive different tariff to individuals or more AUSU power of you. You don't do that. And this is already in our national energy policy. The national energy policy, or see, you have to encourage bulk power users to operate in the night during the off-peak period. In fact, it doesn't even end there. It's power a policy. They say, so who use power? You have to find a way to, I did a friend say power factor correction. Correct your power. So by use power not excessively. And even incumbent on the power suppliers. Say ombeko power consumers no matter say they are even correcting their power. Correcting power factors. Correcting so they are consume bebre. If you don't connect it, they have the right to penalize you, to punish you because you're using excess power because of you. So I never win na national policy no dada. Anunti say John Mahama be jina bonten ka kire say. Ono be ma nkrofo a omo abibie omo shop. Now man running 24 hours because Obama womo different tariff. Tariff no go saying.
Engineer Peter Nkwabena, I'm enjoying your conversation, but my time is fast spent. Finally, then I'll be kanafe. Minya kwaina yentwaso.
Mate, the meka chatwo and say, Ashanti region. Me hunu say the next phase of NPP government under Dr. Mbawumia will be for the development of Ashanti region, especially in Kumasi. Ohe akwanya no ha interchanges aye wa ha NPP NAA. NPP has made Accra. No political party and Accra. Ohe President Kufuor time and all the high-rise buildings. Acquiring from Circle to Achimuta, double road, 37 road. Nina President Kufuor. Sansana Nana Kufuor doba oye awama Accra. Ohe ne oye ne nsawom to Ofankwa. Sa eno sa kwan de mama Accra abie. And I'm pretty sure with the inclusion of Napo as vice president, the next phase of NPP government is going to be for the development of Kumasi and Timesremo. Abano ebi mu say me to aba me hu de ese me to bi kwa me nkoto. Wa nkoto a NDC be kwa akoto. NDC fo be kwa akoto. And the more they vote for NDC, the more they will get more votes and they'll win. Okay. And Timesro and massa obetna fie. Na wo do vote atna fie. Na wa nkoto na NDC fo akoto na omubose na otifie da untiminda mesro. No one should stay home. Everyone should go out there on 7th December to go and vote. And I'm said by ya yebenya abanya or the policies and programs beba amana affect positively everyone in the country, and it is only NPP that can do that.
Thank you very much, Engineer Peter Nkwabena, Deputy Director General, Commission for TVETs, Osanye, member of the MPP campaign team. Thank you very much, Engineer.
That's it. Kessben.
All right. I don't know. And to you, I could come off from now. My memory na afi yentwaso enso ewo messages no enso ebi asan aba. Ma menken kan ansana. Yasan akwa kodi enkomo yene global medical team MPP so kwa kodi enkomo na yahwe amoso de womo ede eba we say good afternoon. Ghana needs such people in your studio to show to show us what is going on in our country. Wisdom is talking. Prince Bota Manso Edubia and Odiwe are praying and I see we say why all NDC leaders and communicators are perfect in line from the top to the grassroots. That is why they can't win among the elites and educated people, but in the rural areas. Okay. Do they possess the spirit of lying? That one, I can answer for you. Mr. Yao Jemfi Yao Kumasi and Ode Wesu Ebre. Now we're going to the second phase of the program, Election Avenue on Kessben television, and I sign live or Kessben radio. Ma yɛmfa we ɛmfa ɛntrɔs ne yɛwɔ ɛyɛ global medical team MPP ɔmo ɛnso ɛwɔ ha ɛnɛ ɔmo baa yɛte no madi nkɔmmɔ mmerɛ bi atwa mu so far yɛnhwɛ 8 days to elections yɛnhwɛ sɛ wɔmo medical services no where has it gotten to and which hearts have they been touched yɛ ɔmo atumi atɛne ɔmo to vote for the MPP. Anyway, Mr. Fred Ochre, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Papa, they just no body. Pacho, I didn't hear.
Pacho, me did Emmanuel
Mensa. Also,
Deputy Secretary for MPP USA.
Deputy Secretary, MPP USA. Mr. Fred Ochre, the Honorary Director of Operations, MPP Global Medical Team. And anything come now. My mention say free the director hona yenhwe. Adana mo ha no see din koma kama. Masa to am anamoni bi.
We feed you chairman fish.
Chairman fish is also chairman fish. Chairman fish no dey opekura say you know. Anyway, chairman fish it so far what be asa rura baby foforo.
Yes, yenyai edwumadi no kra. Yenyai yakọ Nkranza South. Yakọ Nkranza South, yakọ akudi dwuma pa wo. Yakọ ko Nkrase e Nkranza South. Yene ye maame Samira nso etu anamon. Okay. Ya bo na chidom. Na yakọ ya na observation no ne ade. Na ehwe ne the report ko. Yakọ Nkranza North. Yakọ offenso North nso. Offenso North say na enema bi koswa. Na ahwe anka be ha MPP kakra.
Sa.
Oh yes.
Oni ebe chana.
Ya ye ho dwumari. Enti enye nya na de be to abontin.
Okay.
Enti ya ho say yakoye medical screening kakra wo ho a. Medical outreach no ho na ja. Ye de insempa no so e ma wo mo. Okay. Ne ameka about Nkranza offenso North and they say na nipa ni bia amadwen say nkombe to skirt and blouse. No my amadwen so to skirt and blouse na enwon wa say MPP for B na kompe say omudi e bonisa.
MPP for na bia.
Yeah.
Ade mo de die ja omo ana.
Enye sa you see ade ba kon ya ha ye party primaries. Ya kwa primaries bia na benya casualties. Na primaries in a democratic process. A quite fast way ye and penny for. It is a asimesi or bentin one when we na mumra. Na mumeda mahon din dinchre na nipano, any di ope. Nipano so basa, a be per chairman fish, a be peway. 80 chairman fish and wenia, and non say chairman fish in supporters. Moon free party.
Okay.
Party in a mamma coin. Say, mumra. Nanka mo me pray penny di na mo ba na se mo enya e no nche se supporters especially mo fa yawo enko ka se party no kra no ye ni attribute ene ye be kwa to skirt and blouse eti o hwa na bibisa akoso e wo ho ye ko chirechire mu kakra esre wo mo e mo hu ze ye ba ko na o hwe ni akoso parliament ni ya we don't want that thing to continue. Imagine wefa kwenye so na machire MPP supporters in our say bitterness a nya wo ye primaries say ye constituency level say ye national level say regional level mesre say up till now obi mfa sa oya ono ntu na chi
Okay.
na ye nkoto aba enwie na say Bible mpanyinfo ka asɛm bi ɔmo sɛ wowɔ nkwa wowɔ ade sɛ yɛda so wɔ power yɛda so wɔ hope yɛwɔ anidasoɔ sɛ ɛntoo a nea wohwɛ no wo nsa nkan a once a yɛwɔ power no wo nso one day nea wohwehwɛ no wo nsa bɛka obi a ɔsɛ nea wohwehwɛ wɔ MPP mu ne nsa nkan bibia no ne nsa nkan no wɔanya mfasodeɛ through the policies a party no ɛde aba eti no ma yɛnhwɛ yɛ individual issues yɛnhwɛ the general well-being of the nation ade a MPP party baeɛ watumi ayɛ ama ɔman Ghana watumi ayɛ ama bia so yɛbusuafoɔ so na yɛnhwɛ yɛn ma no daakye ne ade na yɛnyina so nto aba na sɛ yɛhwɛ yɛ party no sɛ media nanka media asemasi akyi asemasi anya madane afafantɔ meetu akɔ ha meyɛsɛ a na yɛde sɛi opportunity a yɛde bɛyɛ ma party no atoa so na ɛde transformation a ɔman no anida so no ɛba bɛhwɛ fam a na yɛha yɛ ho because clearly NDC ni odi ɔmo anim no kora na ɔyɛ confused ɔyɛ totally confused
mo na mo hu ne saa o
ɛkyɛ sɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa hwɛ papa no
mo na mo hu ne saa o
ɛna mmeka sɛ yɛhu a yɛhu no korɛ no ɛti Ghanafoɔ nyinaa hwɛ papa no na ɔmo bi sɛ ɔmo sɛ na papa yi is he okay because wakɔfa wo flagship program aba ɛyɛ wo main campaign policy a wɔsɛ yɛfrɛ no 24-hour economy mabɔ ho dawura free last year mekɔ ayie bi ase na NDC for hɔ mesi mekɔkyia na ɔmo di m'akyi 24-hour economy ɔmo di m'akyi from last year mu hɔ yɛbisa mo ase 24-hour economy na ɛno ne deɛ ɛdɛn na mo ba bɛyɛ sisi adeɛ mahama se 24-hour economy kora nyɛ force baabi a waduru no ɔsɛ nyɛ force odi kan kɔkaa sɛ ɔbɛra ne 24-hour discotheque ɛne ho ahwan akyerɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ a sɛnea na ɛnua panyin ɛka before no ɔmo policy knowledge no ɛwɔ fam eti sɛ yɛsi yɛbɛdi yɛn yɛ party mu yaw na ebi sɛ ɔmo akɔ akɔto skirt and blouse na ebi sɛ ɔmo adane afafantɔ na ebi no sɛ yɛn nkɔto koraa na yɛbɛtata hɔ ama NDC ɛbɛ take over na ɔmo de ɔmo confused state yi 24-hour economy akɔdane asɛ bi nkurɔfoɔ bi asɛ ɛkɔ n'anim na aba n'akyi ɔmo hunu baabi ɔmo kɔ ne baabi ɔmo kɔsi a na yɛbɛha yɛn mmɔfra no paa eti yɛgu so yɛayɛ nnwuma no bebree na yɛde bɛkɔ akɔwie nhyɛeɛ so memene dɛ ɛbɛyi nti yɛdu so a
bɛba hɔ ma memmra ɛyɛ sɛmensa hɔ no afei mehwɛ ɛsɛ US foɔ nyinaa tɔ mobɛtɔ aba saa ɛdɛn na mahu a nti a ɛnɛ yi yɛma MPP nsantena hɔ mode Ghanafoɔ so
meda ase wabisa asɛm a ɛhia yie papapapa yɛka sɛ deɛ yɛhu no a ɛm sɛ yɛhu nneɔma pii deɛ di kan a mɛka no sɛ sɛbi ɛyɛ yɛ man ɛbɛtu mpɔn na mfasoɔ ɛho mfasoɔ ɛyɛ mpuntuo nyinaa no ɛbɛtumi ahyerɛ anaasɛ ato atehye ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ɔman no mu nyinaa no ɛyɛ sɛbi ɛyɛ yɛn diaspora more importantly ɛyɛ MPP USA yɛn akoma so adeɛ ɛno ɛma sɛbi ayɛ adeɛ a da yɛn akoma so yie paa sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛbɔ yɛn ho mmɔden sɛ ɛyɛ amanyɔsɛm a sɛbi kabi ma mi ka bi a yɛn so ɛwɔ mu sɛ ansa na yɛbɛyɛ diaspora anaasɛ akwantufoɔ no na yɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ ansa na yɛyɛ dɛn yɛtu bata sɛ yɛkɔdi paa na yɛapɛ biribi a ɛdɛn ɛde aba fie nyame adaroma yɛkɔdi paa nyɛ sɛbi anisuade hunu a yɛnyaayɛ na nimdeɛ a nyame nkyɛ adeɛ ɔde dom yɛ nnwuma ahodoɔ a yɛdɛn ɛkɔɔyɛ yɛde yɛnsa kɔsɔɔyɛ broni bɛka sɛ the expertise, the skills acquisition a yɛnyaayɛ ɛfiri sɛ saa nneɔma nyinaa no yɛde ba fie na yɛde bɛboa ɛma yɛma yɛdɛn tu mpɔn a ɛde mfasode yɛdɛn ɛbrɛ ɛyɛ ɔman Ghana beyond the governance and I say the civic responsibilities that we are responsible to partake in terms of being Ghanaians, no. Minor nimpuntuo and Abroni Beka said the transformation of the country, no, idea a Diana Kumaso, pa, and Untinama, and ne ye two a year batana say, yes, answer ye abafie say. I drew na I was a year day, ye tuaba. Na and ye say ye tuaba tetretesa, ye tuaba, near tuaba pa. Bapa ye to say, ye bema a year NPP. Ye ran another Dankwa Kufuado. Any a year Umia, the vice president. Abomodia did you make a man fasobia then, about a year of mine mono. Ye beshes a sa and fasodeno, a bet nasi dada, na quaswaye, sebi, a decasia de ama ye mine. Inti yabaya, yena famudie, as I say, ye de yabani bebofi. Now, may kakra just along those lines, let's say. In yes, yabana yabafi and yabana sa qua. Party, you know, as NPP na Kasano, you want Krambata who do P, the the diaspora, and I say, Bronibe said external branches. There were about 27 of them across a year, the whole of a year, globally. NPP USA, one of those external branches. Now, by a year, NPP USA, Nankasa, there were almost about 27 also a year actors. I just say, in Kayahanama, ya kind of say regions. I just say, ye, Juma D. Sronko, region beer, and I say state beer. Say, a Babomodia say. And Neoma SSA day, ye boy, home, need me a beffy near Bebuano, ya baba day, I beso a year, ye man for Muna, and I said to my mufon and yet me a day, aye, Juma and I saw ye. Yura a year fish, our tea, MPP a year global medical team, only coordinator Dano. In fact, MPP USA, Yani global medical team, Ewan Yonkofa, the never there's some partnership in terms of a year, a Numa year. A year medical outreach a year the year in 2020 year by year any almost some year you call almost about a year 14 a year regions. Just said you could do this year yes I will hanum so far you call a year regions be brave but most importantly Ashanti region you were regions you kind of say 6 constituencies are ama a NPP USA say yen shena ye de yemwa niembo mo chidom said e be ya Numedia Wodi was those constituencies near at the Faso de Beba. Bono East, Okwa, the same 6 a year constituencies, and I have also 3 constituencies. So Osha about 15 constituencies and the MPP USA are adopted beyond a year other stakeholders, which is almost about 8 different parliamentary candidates across a year the country boa. Into overall ye Juma said NPP Numedia ye a year free 2016 up until this time and 2017 up until this time because I didn't fast so there I'm not for and untina yes I bu ye kunchia yaba a ye fee say ya baba dom yana ye the entuma bebo a year timamufo ediano etmia abua epia ama a year about 2 year a day mimi de ye be a beye crabeshe na MPP akoswa I didn't into my pay for ama or mine said the dache akoswa quarter.
Yo, Mr. Mesamedas, Bamenko, a year chama fish will be enough for Henry. Medical call copy. Say other programs on sanity.
Now me adu mo. Me mendey. Ye kwako ye dwumadi sonko. E wo Inshiaso constituency. Me
mendey dey me ochina.
Na me adu mo ochina.
Okay.
Anopa no nwotwe. Etiefu nyina amra Inshiaso constituency. Ye frɛ area bi Dakwadwom. Mijina akwanya so na ma promote na ma ekoso Dakwadwom. Oba Inshiaso are biggest industry. The car industry, manufacturing industry. Dakwadwom. Yes. Inshiaso.
The biggest manufacture niema.
Yes.
Dakwadwom.
Dakwadwom.
Na den wo Dakwadwom.
Fante dokuno.
Ena pok. Okay. Into manufacturing hub. I was Inshiaso ye Dakwadwom. Okay.
Se ukọ Dakwadwom na hwe ye maame no ma ewo ho bo mo ho modin e produce dokuno just say be say So when you ma de back when koso okuma se meme da bia eyie eti eyie a omu ekoso kan ekuma se nyina fanti dokno a omu hia nyina da kwadwo mai ene provide ne kese pa eti yenso ye pese omadwuma omu die no yenso ekohye mu kina
okay
eti nyame adom ochina de kwa koye big health screening
ewo da kwadwo MPP friends
MPP Global
Medical Team no
yes
eko dakojom akọ big screening
yes nti obia amra dakojom for no especially na dakojom ho no screening no any medical activity ya de weto awon ewo mo dan
2020 de no mo hu no yenti dakojom na mo kopiche mo
kan se pese ye show mu kran
okay
na ye no so no ni aye ade aye frɛ no kinky rally
ewo ho
kinky rally ewo dakojom ho omodokno no ye tododo a ye betumi ama mrante na ewo dakwadwom ho no ene ahoho ebe nyina yatena se na yasepe ye ho bi wo ho
ti mo ye screening no na mu di dokno
okay you see dokno mekonchinam a healthy diet
okay
dokno mekonchinam a healthy diet carbohydrate, protein, vegetables, my minerals, ni adi nyina calcium, wonka namnum, any adi nyina just officially complete. Eti no ye be yes adi no na yama menom ni yenkrofo ati da kwadwom ehun se omosombo ma yen pa MPP ewu nhia ye so no ya identify say da kwadwom and the manufacturing hub of the constituency.
Okay.
It's in the Kwakoshe woman crying.
Okay.
2020 year. 2024 years on.
Mo ye
Kwako ye na nyame adom na so ochina de no. Amafo som na se eye kese pa. Na nyame adom na so moto abane bum Ghana for to ma baomia ba. Ye be try say ye be ye Kinky festival every year. E woda kwadwom. We know a pilot project aye. Na ya hwe the viability and the economic importance e de be bre won na ehunu se ebe fa MP eye honorable Stephen Amwa ene yakasa every year ebe kwa akoyi bi wo na enye sa ade we nko ane aye wo da kwadwom honorable MP obaye no oni da kwadwom for 10 year kakra pa the previous MP eye honorable Kennedy Kankam o chene nyam ya do bebe bi MP so Honorable Stephen Amwa, Doctor, Onoso Bebebi, in Kambum Sonkokra. Honorable Kennedy can come share health facility biasi, ewo chips compound, asi, ewo. And now you can say, Honorable Stephen Amwa Babi, oko share a name gumu, I say elevating from chips compound. Ewo homa, yen yanom, ewo da kweju. Boreholes are Honorable Stephen Amwa, a 2 sanitary facility, toilet facilities are there is a bridge across from the Kwedum to State Experimental for a number should be so, and also we see in the camera. Far the Kwedum where the State Experimental, Unuhono, Adanya Stephen Amwa, Dr. Stephen Amwa sticker, a senior Waru Novati, or State Experimental, my Indianum, a word of Kwedum name in Shaso, in to me Kubino, and one. MPP ene da kwadwom edin yi pa enunti no ye ba be crown ni nyina with the health screening and Kinky party.
Okay.
Na ye ne omabo politics nso nkomo kakra.
Okay.
Na ye nim se omo betie asopam akoma pam nso na edru memenda na wotwe pepepa o makai no am de akosi number 1 ho. Na Ghana nyina eto ama number 1. Eti da kwadwom for mi nso omo ni omo ho mfiri. Na ye nyina ye twisoroku na ya continue that relationship me say annual Kinky festival ebe baso da kwadwom se nyame adom na ba omi awania
right
e de koho
that is the program Adamonim
and a program
Ochina. Apart from Ochina no, do you have any other thing in support of the MPP campaign in Nkroneba?
MPP campaign and MPP Global Medical Team. MPP Global Medical Team and MPP US strategic partners.
Okay.
And now yet hey, because huma omo ye bibi stronko.
Medical team.
MPP USA.
USA, okay.
throughout the month. Last week, Yakobo Inia Kwasi offenso Nishaeso North. No. Menshia North.
Okay.
Yes. Kwasi Credo. Yakobo Nechidom. And then Crawford no Kakasa. And I could be as one near the health issue Kakra Afem. Yabo Nechidom Kakra. Yene Yama Miss Amiranso Ananti Yako as far as to Techima North. Eko ye Juma Sonko Oho. Obana asem we imagine na so maka. So ye hwe capacity a ye nua ba Harriet wo Nkransa South. Opese ode beboa nipa wo Nkransa memma omo popo muti. Mo hwe benkum anhwe enhwe nifa. Omo ntoma no. Nema bebre wo ho a ya cheche. Amma nipa across the regions. All on behalf of MPP USA, MPP Global Medical Team. I did boost to the campaign.
Okay.
But the most important thing is say over health sector, I didn't want to be a C Ashanti region this week.
Okay.
Say a buying jina na nemu a hospitals mako 4. And yet ordinary hospitals. District hospital.
Okay.
Na nia efe kraye drobonso. Sechi Afram Plains. Agra Ashanti region na sechi Afram Plains ya be deprived community. Ene district hospital. You can say district hospital capacity no was ya re bebre wo ho any conditions bebre wo ho a ye hwe wo ho. Ebi aba ho. Sabronum edujama swame. Ni nyina ye bia no. Nyame ya adom akwasi ada ye di aseda work fa Kumasi krom ha nyina
kwasi ada
nyame adom
kwasi ada
Monday
because kwasi ada no say NDC 4 year omo mother of all works Kumasi
omo purposeness e dey no my omo be
na mother of all works the run reference the flag bearer will be in attendance
omra ye be jije ne so
ma mo so mo ye mo de Monday
aseda work yen
aseda work okay
because say aban etuma be bie 4 hospitals district hospitals
timo yada aban
na even hwe was it Thursday ye call Bosomtwe eho na eyira MP
edutwum
na obi health center na akwhwe health center na echen yanom hospitals bi aya na mo de ebo ho samrani de desia you see adia na na do be ye no je say abroso amma adia honorable dutwum ko ye wo de desia no eso akata go say ahemfuchi
ye hunu de no
yes
okay
ahemfuchi ne bi de bi achi
okay
it is enke kakranka number of hospitals kura ye bi no kura chain ni aye
4 na ye kan
health facilities and no chain say oman no akonanim Ghana for instance din no mumi so mo say enti oman a asofa catastrophes economic catastrophes due to exogenous factors COVID ni hwan it is our oman economy ena nanado danko akufo ado ne bawo mi atumi manage ma enne ye hunu infasodie bebre sei sa oman ena omotumi manage ma enne. When was the last time me ko share your records owo eka obi mani wuye me kai pa 2018 be bie radio bia na Captain Smart not so Dr. Nsiasare and anti snake ma ena ho ahon ebi no mu ni bi ena ho ahon that time no na ye nyina san tokwa no ni gina mu bi because okoka Dr. Nsiasare awakan ye medical activities aye nyina ye ne no ye at the national level on oversee all the medical activities of the party okana no akan ye ne Captain Smart so on checking the records enne ono Captain Smart okay say owo aka obi aduro ni ho because of the drone system Dr. Bamud Baumi ade aba enne owo ka obi immediately near fly e de akwa save lives o ade bi wo ho a kan as a story keke yete asisi e cobra ebo wura dem ha mbrika e bekoso wa bia bechen Usain Bolt na imagine say cobra cow wugina wu ne nkwankwanta afi na nke ebepe den ye beso ato ka bi so pin na immediately afraid do hwi abeto ho na ye asa yare cobra na aka wo na wa survive eno ne niam aba ese ehweso niam toa aban no so because niam MPP dey gu akwan mu no touch human lives and castle.
Okay.
She said, "You what aban mu." I'm dwelling on health. You what oman mu nipa 30 million. Na functional ambulances in Route 30. O dey money 50 cra. The whole country nipa 30 million no. Ambulance a year adwuma etudi nipa tum kohwe ni na you fan say 50. Are we serious as a country? Ene yewo one constituency, one ambulance, and a surplus. Me say COVID by no. Say now men are yare anywhere say professor say wo Ghana he nyina na obi ani wa wakotena classroom akosua COVID-19 da. Na yare ya chew. O fa he. Wo busuafo kura adwane. And so the ambulance service was there. Pin na di nipa ekoba. Sa sevu Ghanaians. Nanim. The number of people are under NDC cholera ekum womo a edo so say nipa COVID ekum womo cholera keke under NDC ekum nipa bebre say COVID yare ko de wo na ba na bi nsi da no eno kire wo say NPP eba omohwe nipa minia na wo hansa engineer o kan say bi o say omo lucky ideas hwe say COVID by uni mo first suggestion Omo Parliamentary Committee on Health, Select Committee on Health. Akando, idi animu. Omo first suggestion omo de ba say, yenko fa yenko for China nyina mra. Yare na aba na ye nim ho hwe, ye nim wadro, yen prepare bibia, yen training ye nurses, ye doctors, yen training obia. Baby ade na asi no, yenko fa nipa wo ho nyina fa omo mra. Ena Dr. Nsiasare ene ne mpanyimfo, ye nyina ya no bunimu bi. Esi there be ade no wo de nipa ne ba na yare ne bechi no wakra or disadvantage because yen set up bibia wo ho na emom no yen ko support wo mo wo ho enti ye de niam free Ghana e ko support wo mo wo ho na NDC fo amambofo ya akotwitwa dokono ehura se dokono ehura ne ye de akoma yen crofo wo China na mencha de yen crofo wo China ni nyina survive we yare no so impact e wo ha no e be minimal countries are move follow sa directive no ko fa omu nkofo ko mu krom dodo na wi e che yen se NDC e na wo so e na COVID ba ya minia enka nipa ni be brief mu ba e bia na nka ye kwan Nyankopon e ba be fa so de yi NDC fo ni be brief na do dan kwaku fo ado se de bi se ne awoke o se de bi me ma yare me yi NDC fo ni mfiri ho e mo ntinem etwa bre ni du a ye be hu ni papa wo e na Ghana fo ye nya ye nkwa ye de ti ha ja binom e de ya yisem men kan Ghana fo ya NDC fo ya mo misa se edien pa ne kan Rollins achimane koy obehwe na COVID chimbi it is our COVID na ye kan no it was a serious case na me say omo approach was very dangerous. It was going to spell disaster for the lives of Ghanaians and MPP so announce it is looking at the health sector the way we have managed it national health insurance yeah juma to the extent say dialysis covered by national health insurance. A China say in the health sector, they are performing much better. Nurses and other health workers. Yeah, me person mo kai bibi. Before Akufo, President Akufo be free so no more waiver. Duty so. O the car capacity near 1.8 na free we use work we. And no was an incentive to boost the morale of health workers. It's not just say health worker bia unya kakra bia utumi toka o de be kwa adwuma aba no money obusuafo ayuso. NDC ba ya no be yi sa incentive ni free. NDC ba ya no be ennyame adom ba bia economy ni ehihia kodu no Dr. Mahmoud ba omi ase oba sa incentive no obesan de aba. Enti we share health sector na Ghana for asetena health wise waboy and now share health workers asetena so waboy health education nso ye rem ya restore nurses and allowances ama ene nkola ne bebre ni age
meba ho no ma bewe ba ma memra aye Mr. Mensa ho na fe finally there some na beka e da chere Ghanaians
me that say and sana meka a final word to Ghanaians, more especially Asante Mine. Kakakra, me share Suniba.
Okay. Also in share Sunsi. I'm Shadana. You was a fool in answer. In share one fishy.
Yes, the audience, yes, one out there.
When you for Ghana, you know, Bakuma says,
many of fish casa or crabby a fucking rally. In fact, Obecasa gra, Kakra make a CD, what kind of so. So Becaya, and Chabia, Ira, John Dramani Mama, NDC flag bearer, or can be fire, so ba, Numa, obey Crete, part of it near. And go conquer and Kitia or the Bema a year, said it to me for any idea. Yen under a year the current member of parliament, a year Honorable Dr. Stephen Amoa, Steka. Yes, see, ye share your mammy Sebi, Kena, ye share wunda. We don't want to wait until say a year 2024. May about the bone kuku made in Quonkin and Kitai Amanko for. Yes, say, Sika Kakra, ye war, Sebi, yet me dear then a boy your mammy as say. Munjiwe a year, Mujuma moye, Puntujuma na Sabi Dokuna Motoni adie. Sabi, Fanasa Yakoto Dokuno, 1,000 cities, a year, Mame Abba, a one. That is 1,000 cities of a year, Sabi, a year Jetri a year day. Yet a man say, Obitmede, I can't Jumahona, Sabi, one Jumana day, Tumpo. These are some of the things that you look at. And yes, Sabi, and Yoma, ye can say, Dache, Sabi. Me ba mu a me be mamon ko kitenkete enne said me fish kan enne said ye wura okofa ye 24-hour economy buy say asema ye diet ade chen ye sorry ye tea and say or say enumpo no kra voluntary enye by force eno ekire Ghana for pefe say eye nimidie a ye de bu man ye kan broni ka se policy a eye ye nuanom eye NDC no ye munni sa ni so ade hunu no na mo nte ase so nti me srenama sre Ghanaian ye kan say Ghana for tichu eye asanteman na me sreno I'm just going to say this say say you raba umia eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na asema da oka okasa ogina data so o say data the data says science and data eye ade ehia ye pa na me ka esi science and data so na me ka say yen ya wa no ne ye need data ho pa say eno na eboa yen ama yetimi ye den e forecast and ye project e de ye den e chichire man ye den e ye in Shiesu constituency under in Shiesu constituency say when me free in 2016 about a year 18,000 voters in Omanya den and Twaba
18,000 okay
out of a year 71,000 plus a year registered voters. The turnout was almost about 58%. And no extra say, Sebi, say ye can't say ye pesi ye chichire mine, and I say ye mentemu one punto ye juma, not say ye fire who and share among your seminuma. Sebi, let's say Sebi, or was ye be on mine soa, a year Sebi or mine then, a dear penny. 2020, Sebi, 76,000, and I had a year registered voters, and no 11,000 and Kwanko Twaba. In 2024, there were registered voters of a year 81,000. Okay, Usha year on year over year and every election cycle yenya about 5,000 a year in Crawford and which means say among more seminar here pa. We can't just be registered voters without participating.
Right.
We need to show up. We need to get involved. And what's so OP? Now maybe make us a chat to one. Yera a year Samijinfi NDC. A year make us a making me come a year service personnel. A soldier for a police for a year special voting or mobile starting on Monday. Say Sebi you fear may kai. Or say under NDC John Mahama Yame Mpengu Obenya 2 million obebano Sebi Sa eye nkrofo a wo hu say ya identify one say the more allegiance to eye certain eye parties ni adi na no ye be yi won nyina edi na me kasa same way na me dia boy enka ye say efi nne ekopem eye dajwada e wo say ye ma ye nibre wo ye service personnel na se wo pia bonten say ana say e dajwada bana kwa akoto aba kai say under NDC you may not be a policeman or you may not be a military personnel ye ma ye nibre asanteman ma ye bi pen in 2008 sabi ye hu nsunsanso let us not sit down emma ye funfun embedane ye quiet oma ye nimbre na ye sori waka na ye nkoto aba boom 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 na ye fama eye MPP under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia GD said ye man no ebetumpon na be kese so
Chama Fish, just a word na fe yemfa nsi.
Oh, we dey kakra bi. So wo hwe Ghana economy Western region, Ashanti region, Eastern region, the tropical zones. Cocoa. And no near dear a picture on my no. Now I bisa ho se mfasode ben na eba. Enne cocoa sika no. E dia baba ye on my no ama efie bia nya bi. It is obi bisa say na den na wanya free aban no mu a woni say cocoa sika no. Enne ye bia ya developer manadru say ye bia your oil ni ade ma enne ye free SHS. Ama efie bia ya na say no narrative necessary because me start ko nkrase no e na mehu say omanya free SHS so mfa so na nipa na ye gya wo machiri no na edoso dodo it is say no obi ehunu say aban we edi mfaso dia bre efie bia krachi wom efie bia raba wom it moma ye ntoa so ya no mebedru ba bi no kra no beba because amamo kra nya force because on one policy cross nya force it's over because the free SHS no so ba bi because be force wo a pen bra wo pen pel ba bi na me ho ya say compulsory it's moma ye consider enema pa a free MPP mo ba Ashanti region Kumasia ye ka abanya eyi traffic free a MPP esu eboa eboa kwa brewery through Atonsu to Aputuja honum da ban to trade a pre. Oh, these roads are na ema congestion ebe kronize ni na asphalt. Eti senyame adom na ebe to aso a interchanges na ebino mode boy achi bebre no. Inshallah. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obeye yanko ni nkoto abane mfa ne bra.
Alright. Chama Fish, Director of Operations MPP Global Medical Team, ona Otene Kanafe, Deputy Chair, Deputy Secretary, MPP US, ono Sotin Mr. Mensa. Erigwedino ebesiha na nyame ya adoma, mrepembesa atenka. Nyame adoma chanopa ebeshia mansan enti eso. Yabeda malam yaya ono na shedwumedi ayede bro metrem ema wofa kofi apia Seth Wilson ejina camera na chi afi odwani trem ewo sana na Kwame Sunday director Mr. Stephen Kwache MCR4 the technicians on duty enyina eboy nyame ya adoma emrepem yebesan ehia bye bye.